May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly Forex forecast. We're looking at the pound USD. This is cable. All right. And we are looking at the weekly time frame. Now, what you can see quickly is that from this high, we haven't broken that high. We haven't broken this high. We haven't even broken this high. We haven't even broken this high. We are making lower highs the whole time. From 2022, the market has been bullish, right? But all of that and no break of structure to the upside, no break of structure to the downside. A lot of sideways stuff, but it's bullish neutral. You know what I'm saying? It's creeping up. Yes, it is. And it's a pullback, is what it is. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. All right. Can I get back? Can I get back? You're not going to give it to it? All right. Thank you. All right. What was that? All right. So all this, all this, all this is a correction to this impulsive move down. And what we wait for is when the market makes a lower low, and we're waiting for it to signal that it's making a lower high, is the break of structure to the downside. It has to break structure to the downside. Then we wait for the pullback, and we can take a high probability trade to the next lower low. Got it? That's the way we do it here in Smart Money. Now, so far, the market is climbing up towards this high. But we haven't reached that high yet. We're still at the 80%, 90, 80, 85, 90% of this pullback. All right. And what we're waiting for is a, a market structure shift, a shift from bullish to bearish momentum. Where would that happen? Right after it breaks this low, right? For me, that's not, this is the swing low. This would give me my change in the state of delivery from bullish to bearish. All right. Come on. Thank you. All right. So what I'm looking for is the market to break this low. And once it does, I'd wait for the pullback. This is going to be a high probability trade to the downside. That pullback is into the next bearish leg. A pullback into the next bearish leg is a correction, just like we just saw, just like I just showed you on a larger scale. All right. And, the market's a fractal. What happens on the higher time frames happens on the lower time frames. All right. And I'm waiting for the pullback. And then we take a high probability trade to the downside. That's the way we do it here. What do we have in our favor? Look at how the market closed last week. That was very bearish compared to the previous week. This is the previous monthly close, weekly close right here, right? And you see, we're probably going to get a fair value gap right there. But I want you to take notice to this fair value gap right here, from that low to this high. All right, this was a bullish fair value gap, and the market ran through it. That would mean there's potential for the market to invert that bullish fair value gap into a bearish one. All right. And I'm looking for that to happen right now. A bullish candle pushing up into this bearish candle. All right. Into the range of this bearish candle. And that would give me a wick up. And then we would target this low right here. Right here. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for. If we go down to the daily, we'll be able to see it pretty clear. All right. Now, one could look at this and say, all right, the market made a high, swept the swing high. All right. Traded through it. That's bullish. right? You can also look at it this way, that this was consolidation. This is the manipulation, and that we could be looking for a distribution with a breakout below this low. So remember what I said. I'm looking for the market to break this low here for a change in the state. This is a swing low. This would confirm a, a break of market structure that would confirm the bearish bias. But this would give us our earliest alert. Some would call it a change of character. This is a change in state of delivery. Once the market breaks this, I'd be looking for shorts anywhere in here, particularly this area right here. As you see, there's a buy up before the strongest sell off. That is an order block, folks. And I'd be looking for price to turn around right there, if indeed it plays out that way. All right. But you see how the market is gapping up here as it opens for the new week? I'm looking for it to hit this golden line there. This is where I would look for the sell model to target this low. Yes, sir. All right. Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy. I take this low out because I think we're going to see a pullback from there. This would be my target, my TP right there. Okay. If we go to the 4 hour, all right, you can see this pretty closely. We have the inverted fair value gap, price moving back into it. There is an order block here. And I would love to see the higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. That is our sell model. Wait for price to pull back up into this bearish leg, and then we can take it down to Chinatown. Okay, now, if on when you look closely at it, I want you to see that there are some relative equal highs. Sorry, some relative equal highs. All right, right here. All right, that I think is going to draw price upward into the golden line, which is this order block. All right, this one here. All right, and I'm hoping that this high stays protected. Here's the deal: if the market continues higher, if the market continues higher and breaks and disrespects that order block, watch for it to turn around here, because this is going to be a headwind. All right, this is going to be a headwind for the bulls. Okay, if we break that high, we can take that high. The market could sweep that high and then turn around. All right, so I'd still be looking there, but if the market takes out this inverted fair value gap, the market closes above it, I would not be looking for sells. That would invalidate any sell idea. I'd be looking for price to continue higher, sweeping these descending highs up to this point here. All right, and I'd reassess. But that's a whole different scenario. If the bulls are going to overpower the bears, and the bears look like they have the upper hand right now. All right. So that's it. I hope you go back and you check out the two videos that I put out already today, which are the Euro USD and the US dollar index. All right. I have some potential trades in the short term there. For as far as the pound USD, I'm getting all these marks now. It's driving me a little nuts. All right. As far as the pound USD, we've already taken out a bullish fair value gap, ran through it, closed below it. I think it sells from here, folks. This will be my first target right here. The first target's going to be right there, folks. And that's at 1.3338. 1.3338. We just got to get a sell model here. Without the sell model, this is a no-go. This is a no-go. You understand? I'm looking for the sell model to form up here. And I'll take it down there. That's a short term, not no big home run, just a base hit. Short term sell model here. That's what we're looking for. We get no sell model, then there's no trade. All right. We would look to see if the market is going to turn bullish on us. All right. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. May profits be upon you.